Okay, I'm Francisco Cajaraville and we are going to learn how to create an app from zero using code.org. Okay, so the first thing we have to go in, to create an account on code.org. We create an account. Okay, once we create it, we go here, my dashboard or create. When we see here your name, create, go to the AppLab. So we have here an empty screen. We have here the design mode, the data, we have an empty screen of a phone. We have here the design toolbox where we have all the tools, and here we have the properties of what the different parts of the, the different things we are going to add into our screen. Then this is the code area, when we are coding. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do, we are going to do a very easy design. We are going to drag an image. We're going to put a label. And we're going to add 2 buttons. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the first thing we need to know is the button. You say button 1, just change. We're going to do this back, and the next one is going to be the button 2, going to be next. Okay, we can rename this, but we are going to do very fast, so remember this is for our class, so we have online classes, so you know already what is this for. So button 1, you can put back button, okay, or just rename button back. Okay, button back and click on button back 1. We are going to have too many buttons. This is button 2, can be button next 1. Okay, so now we change the text. You can play with all those things, put it bigger, change color. We can change the background, put it, the background next. The text color, we go here and change the text color. Okay, so when you feel comfortable about that, okay, remember that this color number here, you can copy and paste. So if you want exactly the same color, you can put it somewhere exactly with the same thing. Okay, so that's we have already back and next button. Okay, now let's click on the text. We go to the label. We are going to say label 1, and text is going to call fruit. Working about fruit. And the same, we can change the width position, but we can put this bigger, put it in place. That's the position. If you want to adjust the position, text color, you can also change the color, change the size. Okay, it's going to be bigger, fruit. Okay, if it gets too bigger, the letter, we can resize this from here. Okay, here we are. Okay, we can put you see now we don't have a border around, but we can put a border color. Okay, how wide is the border? Okay, or even we can, the border radius is 0, is fully square, but if we want to round it up, we can click here. You see, round the corner, even make it fully round. Okay, we put this like a square, we can fully round the whole thing. Okay, back. Leave it like it was. almost square. That's it. Okay, and now here the image. Okay, we need some images download on our Google Drive or on our folder. I suggest you to have it in advance, all the that material. But if you remember that it has to be around 500 by 500 pixels, more or less. We have to upload the image. Okay, we have the images here. Okay, we are going to take about food. Okay, we have going to get the banana, and once we choose, and here you are. Okay, be careful, don't hit here outside on the screen, because if you get this image here, you're going to get the full screen. Okay, so that's different. If you choose this, be careful, you have to select the square of the image ID. Okay, the image. Okay, so once we have the screen number one. If we want to duplicate the easiest way, instead of creating a new one, you can create a new screen here. Instead of doing that, it's easier to just duplicate the whole thing. Okay, you select the screen number one and you duplicate the screen, so you have exactly the screen number two created. Now what we have to do, we have this, we change the banana and we upload another fruit. Okay, another fruit. Well, we don't have a strawberry. Okay, we have that one. Okay, so we choose where we have fruits. We can change the name here, strawberry. Strawberry. Okay, so now we have strawberry. We are going to, because it says here fruit, we are going to change this, going to put banana. Okay, why I did that? Because we really need a home page, but we will do it later because that's had more elaboration. So we are going to do just a simple one to go back and forth. Okay, we have screen number one, banana, back and next, and we duplicate back and next. Check that this is not called back button. This is button 3, and this one is button 4. Every time we duplicate, we have different name for the different ID. For images, this is image number 2. Even we duplicate it, we don't duplicate the place. Okay, we duplicate every item is individually. Okay, because we need different names when we are going to code. Okay, so we have now the basic. Okay, look at this. We click on run on our phone, but nothing happened. We have the two buttons. We have the name and we have the screen. Nothing happens, but the two buttons are they work, but they don't send you anywhere. And the screen too also happens exactly the same. Okay, now we're going to code. We go to screen 1, start coding. Okay, I like to, when I'm going to code on the banana screen, I click on functions and make a comment at the beginning. So that's very useful to create comments. Remember, comments are, it doesn't affect to our code. It's just comment. It's something that you do. You can put anything over there to clarify what you're doing. To comment what are you working on. Okay, what this part is of, but it's only for to find out, or to remember what is this part of the code it was. Okay, now we're going to put only banana screen. Okay, we have banana screen, and we're going to put our controls inside. Okay, on event, UI controls here, and because we have already created the buttons on the screen, look at this. We click here The ID is going to be the next button. So this said that when I click the next button is going to happen, event is going to happen, and what I want to do when I click the next button, I want to go to screen number 2. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go here and say set screen. Remember that we are here still on controls, okay? Set the screen number 2, screen number 2. It doesn't appear here is because we didn't create it, but we have it. See, screen 1 and 2. So we put screen 2. Okay, that's the next button. So now if I click on run, I click next button, okay, it works. Okay, now we have to go back. Okay, so how we go back? We check this, we click on reset, and we look at this. When I go over with the mouse, I go to screen 2, I go over, I say this is my ID button number 3. So I'm going to add, because I'm working now on a different screen, I'm going to put here comment strawberry screen, and I'm going to do exactly the same on event ID. When I click now, remember button 3. So now when I click on button 3, and I click, gonna happen an event. And what it's gonna do? It's gonna take me to screen number 1. It's going back, okay? So when I click on run, now I have a button that go next, here, next, and another button, number 3, that goes back. So here we are, next and back, next and back. So that's all the lesson 1. Thank you very much for watching.